Hello everybody, CorexFX here, and today we are going to be playing a wild card playoff matchup. The Bengals against the Steelers. This will be going on Saturday night, and me and my friend decided to play a match and determine who will be winning it ahead of time. So, if you don't want to know who's going to win just yet, I'd suggest click off the video. I'm playing as the Cincinnati Bengals, my friend, as the Pittsburgh Steelers. He rolls out of the pocket with Ben Roethlisberger and throws it off for a first down gain. He's off to a good start today. Le'Veon Bell, not too much on that game. We're playing in the Hall of Fame field. Not too sure why he created the match. That's a big hit right there, but it's a first down nonetheless. You'll be seeing my friend does a lot of rolling out of the pocket today. Took me a while to figure out a stop, but right here he fumbles the ball and the Bengals recover. So now on my first play on offense, I decide to run the ball with Jeremy Hill for a nice 8-yard gain. Then I come out passing for a first down. Next play, it's running up the gut again with Jeremy Hill. If he got past that defender, he'd be home free. Coming out passing, makes the catch complete. So, as you guys know, this is a playoff prediction. Whoever wins this matchup is essentially going to be our prediction for who's going to be moving on in the playoffs. As you guys know, I am a fan of the Steelers. So, of course, I want them to move on, but whoever wins this game is our prediction. Jeremy Hill running up the gut for another gain. He's been big today in this game. And we're going to try to pass there on the 3-yard line, and we're not going to get anything, so we're just going to run it up with Jeremy Hill, and we're going to get the touchdown. So the Bengals put points on the board first. So we kick off back to the Steelers. He's going to attempt to run it out and try to get a nice gain. So I have my own separate predictions from these games of who I think will move on in the playoffs. And let's just go through that right now. I think the Steelers are going to beat out the Cincinnati Bengals this Saturday. I'd be surprised if the Bengals get a first playoff win in 4 or 5 years, something like that. So I think the Steelers win that one. On the other side, the Chiefs against the Texans. Texans defense is good, but I mean, I just think, the Chiefs, they're on such a roll. They're just right here. He ends up scoring a nice pass play there that really just messed me up on defense. But anyway, I think the Chiefs take that victory over the Texans. I don't think the Texans are a playoff winning team just yet. I think within the next few years, maybe if they get a franchise quarterback, they can actually do some real damage because they have a good, solid defense, some good receivers. If they get a good quarterback, I think they're going to be a scary team in the next few years. But right now, I think the Chiefs take the win. Moving on to the NFC side of things, we got a very interesting matchup in my mind, which is the Seahawks against the Vikings. I don't know. I mean, this is a tough one. I think the Seahawks are going to end up taking it. I almost threw an interception right there. Thankfully, it wasn't, but I punt the ball away anyway, giving it back to the Steelers, and he's going to come out with Ben Roethlisberger and almost get picked off. There's a lot of close call picks that he threw this game that should have been interceptions, but I just couldn't come down on it. Anyway, Seahawks against the Vikings. I'm pulling for the Vikings. I want them to win, but I do think the Seahawks are going to take the victory on that one. They're just playing really well right now. I don't know what happened against the Rams, but aside from that, they're playing really well these past few weeks, and so are the Vikings. But I just think, if the Seahawks are able to stop Adrian Peterson, I don't think there's going to be too much hope for the Vikings. So I think the Seahawks move on. And then the last wildcard matchup, the Packers against the Redskins. I think it's the weakest matchup. I think it's the lamest. This is kind of a toss-up for me because, the Redskins, they've been playing really well, and the Packers have been playing really bad. And that's really all there is to it. I'm going to take the Packers in this one because I like the Packers, but I think it could go either way. And those are my predictions for the wild card weekend. I guess in my last wild card prediction video, I will put up who my divisional winners will be. But yeah, those are my predictions for the wild card weekend. And he just scored a touchdown right here, so he's going to end up kicking it off back to me. I decide to run it out. And I'm going to hit a nice spin move for an extra yard or two. 30-yard line is where I start. Andy Dalton throws. Complete to A.J. Green for a first down. Andy Dalton looking around. And he gets a pretty nice completion there. About midfield. He throws. Complete for another first down. Or not quite. 2nd and inches. Thrown incomplete. Now looking at 3rd and inches. And Jeremy Hill runs it up the gut for a first down. Complete for a few yards. 2nd and 5. Looking around. Gets a nice completion and he goes out of bounds to stop the clock. And down looking for another score. He tries the corner. Overthrows it. He goes back to the corner again. This time it's complete for a touchdown. A.J. Green. Who else? Tied up 14-14. Instead of taking a knee, he goes for the deep ball. It's incomplete. 8 seconds left, 20-yard line. Again with the deep ball. This time it's intercepted. And that is going to end this first half. But I decide a field goal is necessary, and I get it. 17-14. In a turn of events, I now have the lead 17-14 with the ball back after half. I'm going to run it out. I try the spin move, but I'm too late on it. 25-yard line. I hit a wide open A.J. Green for 14 yards. Now Jeremy Hill tries a run. It's not going too far. The run games have been somewhat weak today. And a pass complete only for a couple yards. 3rd and 3. Incomplete. We're going to punt this one away. We have a small lead. We don't want to test it. They're going to take it at the 20. Backup quarterback rolling out of the pocket. Running up and a completion. Thrown across his chest for a first down. And he's going to run and he's going to get a completion to Heath Miller. Big player today. He's going to throw it out and wide open. Gets a huge gain on that play. Now in field goal range. They could tie the game up. But they're thinking they want a touchdown. They keep moving the chains. In the red zone. And it's blocked. He goes back to throw. And he's hit. Incompletion. 3rd and 10. We need a stop here. One more and it's a tie game. And it's intercepted. Even better. What more could you ask for? Now we got the ball back. Not in great field position, but we have the ball. And I'm sacked. Fumble. Recovered by the defense. And in a crazy turn of events, now they have the ball back. I cannot challenge the play. 7 yards away. They're going to run it this time with Le'Veon Bell. They don't want to test anything else. They just want a quick score here. They're going to pass. It's a touchdown. I don't even know what happened right there, but I'm trailing 17-21. Nearing an end in this 3rd quarter. I'm going to run it out, hit a spin move, get between a few guys, and pick up about 10 extra yards. 36-yard line, a great position to start this next drive. I roll out with Andy Dalton, and I get the completion on the other side of the 50-yard line. We're rolling. We've got some momentum now, but that ends as we throw an incompletion. Get a first down with A.J. Green. Not quite, it's 3rd and inches, but we've run it up with Jeremy Hill. No worries, we got this. A nice gain of 9 yards on that play. Andy Dalton under pressure. Throws a screen pass, it doesn't work. A gain of only 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Need a play. We throw it, complete, first down. We're going to run it up with Jeremy Hill. Picking up a nice couple yards. Play action, thrown, end zone, touchdown. We take the lead again, 24-21. The running game hasn't been bad today, but we've mainly been passing. That's how we're planning on winning this game. He tries to run it out, 26-yard line, not a bad position. He's going to throw it, complete somehow at midfield. These miraculous catches are getting on my nerves as he makes another completion for a 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5. He throws it complete, and another first down. He's looking for something. He gets something. Heath Miller. Who else on this Steelers offense today? Forget Antonio Brown. Heath Miller's where it's out, and that's a touchdown. He takes the lead 28-24. 3.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. I have to score on this next drive if I want a chance to win. And the return keeps going. He breaks a tackle, and he makes it all the way to the 49-yard line. Great return. So many good ones all day today. The screen pass breaks a tackle, and he keeps going. The spin move a little too late. Could have gotten him into open space, but we'll take it. 25-yard line. The run doesn't go anywhere. 2nd and 8. We throw it on the out, but it's ruled incomplete. We try to challenge and we lose, so we lose a timeout. And last second he throws for a 3rd down conversion. And Jeremy Hill's going to run it up the gut. Now just 4 yards away from taking the lead late in this game. And he's knocked to the side, but he gets the touchdown anyway. And we lead 31-28. 2.5 minutes left in this game. We scored a little sooner than I wanted to. But as long as our defense can make one stop here, we'll be okay. He shakes off a sack. He throws incomplete. He's back to throw again. This time it's complete for a 1st down over defenders' heads. Crazy catch. And he's going to throw complete to Le'Veon Bell. That's going to bring on the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 4. They're going to run it. Get a 1st down. Clock keeps ticking. 1:44. He throws incomplete. 2nd and 10. 1:40 left. He throws. Almost intercepted. These close calls have to stop. And he throws. And this time, oh, it's caught for a 1st down. 33 yards in field goal range. They could tie the game up here if they need to. But it's intercepted instead. And that is going to be the dagger. That's going to be the game right there. 1:14 left. We're going to run the ball a couple times just to run the clock out. He doesn't use any of his timeouts. Not quite sure why, but Jeremy Hill, a nice gain there anyway. A flag on the defense. That team is falling apart. And the Bengals with this, they take the knee and end the game 31-28. So in a pretty good shootout, all day teams scoring back-to-back. Defenses weren't really there. And it looks like the Bengals will be winning in the wild card round against the Steelers next week to move on and most likely play, I believe, the New England Patriots. And there you have it, the playoff bracket, and the Bengals move on. Thank you for watching, everybody. See you next time. Peace out.